Hey there, and welcome back. So in this series on anatomy of a website, we've talked about the header, and we've talked about the footer, and last time out we talked about the home page. Today we're going to talk more in depth about the about and contact pages that you probably should have on your website. But before we get started, if you want to see the rest of the series, or more videos on web design, WordPress, e-commerce, digital marketing, and other website related topics, be sure to hit the subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications. Now, let's get started. So the About page is basically the bio for you or your business. It tells the story about how you came to run this business or how the business exists in the first place. Talk about how or why you wanted to do this. It's your chance to tell your story to the world. Also, it can be a great opportunity to connect with that potential customer or client and tell them about how you are different than other companies in your industry. Maybe you can show how you had a similar problem and were able to figure out the solution to that problem and want to help other people who had that problem as well. That might give you a leg up on your competition. Again, it's the best chance that you have to tell your story to the world. The contact page is, well, where people are going to go if they want to get in contact with you to ask a question or leave a comment or something like that. Let's face it, people probably aren't going to buy something without first asking a few questions, especially if they're looking to buy an expensive product or service. Or they might use this page if they've run into any issues. Typically, this page has an email address and or phone number to contact someone in the business. There also might be a form that people can submit that also sends an email to the contact person in the business, and some pages might have both. It doesn't have to be elaborate or fancy, just something that works for you and the user. So why exactly are these pages so important for your website anyway? Well, the About page, as I mentioned, is your chance to tell your story. It's your chance to connect with the potential customer or client on a personal level. You can use their bio to pull at their heartstrings and to show how you really want to help them with whatever problem that they have. Something that smaller businesses can do better than a bigger company is connect with a potential customer or client in a more personal way. So really use this page as an opportunity to do just that and make yourself stand out from the rest of the crowd. On the other side, the contact page is basically how people are going to get in touch with you. As I mentioned, people are likely going to have questions before they buy a product or service. Making sure that they have a really quick and easy way to get in contact with you is a really good idea. Having this is also important because if they can't find a way to ask you a question or leave a comment or something like that, they're probably just going to leave and go somewhere else. So what makes up an About page or a contact page? Well, first on the About page you have the bio. You want to have your story on your About page. There's no real formula or set way to create an About page. Just make sure that your story makes sense, has no grammar or spelling issues, and is inviting to the user. Again, this is your chance to make about as personal a connection with the user as you can online. Next, you can also have a photo of yourself or your team on the page. This can help put a face with the business, and again, can help create a personal connection with the user. Just make sure that any photos have a defined purpose on the page and don't slow the page load time. Moving on to the contact page, this one is pretty obvious, but you should have your contact information on the contact page. You choose whether you put your phone number on the page. If you're a freelancer or don't have a business phone, I recommend not putting it there, lest you get even more spam calls. Also, a good way to keep some of your contact info private is just to have a contact form. This form can email you submissions and then you can reply to that person from that without placing your contact info for everyone to see. If you use a content management system, adding a contact form should not be too challenging. Finally, while not a requirement, you might want to have links to your social media profiles so that people can find you and stay connected on platforms that they might check every day. As long as they aren't obnoxious, they can't hurt beyond the page. So what will make for a good About page? Well, for starters, you need to make sure that you have a good story that really connects with the users. Make sure that everything you talk about is relevant. You don't need to start at the very beginning of your life, thank you very much. Also, make sure that your story relates to the user or prospective client or customer. Next, you'll want to have good photography and images that really show off your business and help tell the story. You don't need to have a ton of images. 1 or 2 should do the trick. Finally, a call to action of some type, whether it's a newsletter sign up, a button to go to another page, or something else, is a really good idea to have on this page. That way they have a good idea of where they should go next. Meanwhile, for your contact page, it's pretty simple. First, make sure you have up-to-date contact information plainly visible on the page. If you don't want to have your personal phone number up there because you don't have a business phone, you don't have to do so, but make sure that other contact information is easily visible. Also, if you decide to place a contact form there, make sure that the form is actually working and sending you notifications. You also might want to specify how long it might take you to get back to them, usually within about 24 hours. And finally, I think it is a pretty good idea to have some of your social media profile links in the contact page, especially if you're a business. That way it's easier for them to stay in touch with your business. Well, for starters, not having either page, especially the contact page, on your website is a really bad idea. If you can't give someone a way to contact you, they're just going to leave your business. In that same vein, having no contact information on your contact page, which first off, why would you do that, is also not ideal. Also in that same line of thought, outdated information or a broken contact form is also not ideal. At that point, you might as well not have a contact page. For an about page, having a lot of grammatical or spelling errors can really hurt your credibility. It might not hurt a ton, but every little bit does kind of hurt, and that can really matter when you're trying to optimize for conversions. Also, if your about page content is all about you, and not how you can help the customer, you might come off as self-absorbed. And finally, having bad quality images that are like blurry or pixelated, as well as images that are way too big and slow down the page load time is a bad look for your website as well. So how can you take what you've learned here today and apply it to your website? Well, first off, take a look through your About page. Read through it as if you're a first-time visitor to the website. Does it make sense to you? Do you feel like this person could solve your problem? Does it mention your city or service area for SEO? If not, you might want to think about rewriting it so it does all of those things. Also, get your friends and family to read through it and give you critical feedback as well. You can also think about adding photos of yourself or your business to help break up the text as well. Just make sure that each photo has a purpose on the page and that you're not just throwing up a bunch of images for the fun of it. Also, this goes without saying, but proofread your bio page and every other page on your website as well. There shouldn't be any typos on this page. On the contact page, make sure that your contact information is up to date as well. Also, if you have a contact form, take some time right now to test it out and make sure that it's working. And also make sure that it is sending email notifications to your inbox. Like everything on your website, take some time to go through those pages and make sure that they're working and that they really are helping the customer client understand who you are or get in touch with you so that it's helping your website and ultimately your business. So that's it for today. What questions do you have about pages, contact pages, or the website in general? Or is there an about or contact page that you just love? Or even leave just a link to your about or contact page to show it off. Be sure to leave them all down in the comment section below. If you're in the market for a new or first website for your business, I would love to help you get started and create a website to get your business online relatively quickly and for a price that should fit your budget. Check out the link in the description below for more information and to sign up for a free 1-hour consultation. Next week we'll be going over the blogging pages as well as the e-commerce pages if you have an online store on your website. To see those videos and more videos on e-commerce, web design, WordPress, digital marketing, and other website related topics, be sure to hit the subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications. But until next time, I wish you and your business the best of luck.